everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this video via my blog, LachelleZfarrington.com, welcome. As you can see by the title of this video, it's how I saved over $10,000 in less than 6 months. The subtitle is called Look Again. Now, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you know that I have been promising to write this blog for the past 7 to 8 months, and I am just now sitting down doing it. It has been the most difficult thing for me to film or even write in my whole entire experience of recording or even writing. I don't know why it was so difficult to put this together, but I made a commitment sitting here today and I'm doing it. So I pray that you are blessed by my testimony. Just letting you know, this is not a video to tell you how to save $10,000 in less than 6 months. This is just how I did it. And you can take the tips and the tools that I use to apply it to your own life to help you save money. Now, first things first. I remember a couple of months ago, I had these same diamond earrings I have in. I had rested them on my dresser, and I went to take a shower. Usually I take them out when I'm doing a lot of heavy makeup, or if I'm going in the shower or something like that, I would take them out. And I remember resting them on the dresser and I walked away. And then a couple of days later, I went to go look for them to put them back on, and I only found one. And I was like, and I'm looking all over my dresser, and I was like, I knew that this was the last place that I left my earring. Where is it? And so I'm looking, can't find it. And I was just so, I started to get so depressed because these were the first pair of diamond earrings that I purchased for myself. So I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, every night I would go to bed, try not to be upset. And I would just pray Lord, help me to find these earrings. I need to find, these are my favorite pair of earrings. So I think 6 weeks had went by, and I remember laying in the bed and I was like, Lord, please help me find these earrings. These are my favorite earrings. I refuse to believe that, they're lost. I know they're somewhere here in my bedroom. Please help me to find these earrings. And so the next day, I walked into my bedroom and I looked at the place where the earrings were, where I last left it, and I heard the Lord say, look again. I'm like, look again? What do you mean, look again? He said, look again. I was like, Lord, I looked all over the dresser already. It's not there. But of course, when God tells you to do something, clearly you need to do it because there's something that you missed. So where I have this little chest on top of the dresser, and usually I'll rest my earring on top of the chest or right next to the chest. So I picked the chest up, moved it completely. Now I moved this chest back and forth when I was first looking for the earring. This time, picked the chest up completely, and it wasn't solid on the bottom. It had arches at the bottom so you can slide your hand through, and there was the earring. And I had that same experience a couple of months later when I was looking for the remote for my fan. I heard the Lord clearly say, look again. And I was like, God, I already looked in that place for the remote. Looked under the bed, looked all around the room, looked in the bed, on the dressers, wasn't there. Heard him said, look again under the bed. Looked again, and there it was. And it was the same thing this time last year concerning my finances. Last year, this time, August of 2016, I had hit rock bottom. I was unhappy with where I was in my Christian life. I was unhappy with where I was in my finances and just overall in life in general. I had stopped going to church. I was just kind of angry with God, to be honest. And I remember that day in August, I sat on the bed and I was like, God, either you're not real or I'm not doing something right. You need to help me. I needed a new car. My car was literally on its last leg. Needed a new car. I make really good money at my job, and for some reason, I just was not saving any money. And I remember hearing the Lord say, go and sit down and write your budget. And I was like, why do I need to write a budget? I I know what my budget is. I know how much I make. All my bills are paid on time. I already know what my monthly budget is. Why do I need to sit down and write a budget? And I heard him say it again. Go and sit down and write your budget. And I was like, okay, obedience is always better than sacrifice. So I got up out of the bed. I went into my dining table, got a piece of paper, and sat down and I wrote my budget. And I know how much I make monthly. I get paid bi-weekly, so I know how much I make monthly. Added that up, did all of my expenses for the month, and I sat there and I was like, nah, this isn't right. So I did it again a second time, got the same answer. Nah, this isn't right. Did it a third time, logged into all of my bank accounts to make sure I wasn't missing any of my bills. And again, same answer. And I was like, no way is this correct. And I was sitting there honestly realizing that I had over $1,000 left over at the end of each month. Yes, I didn't stutter. You heard me correctly. I had over $1,000 left over at the end of each month. Bi-weekly, I had over $500 left over after all my bills were paid, grocery, miscellaneous, and gas. I had over $500 left. And I remember sitting there and I said, okay, God, my goal was to never finance a car again. I promised myself that the next car I was going to purchase was going to be in cash. I had a 2005, at the time I had a 2005 Nissan Altima that had served me wonderfully over the years, but it was giving up the ghost and it was time for me to get a new car. But I had promised myself that I was not going to finance a car. I could afford to, but to me that was the worst investment ever. I hate financing anything. So it was important for me to purchase a car cash. So I sat down, I did my budget. Of course, I learned how to budget from the Total Money Makeover and Financial Peace University with Dave Ramsey. You guys, it's a great program for anyone that's learning how to take control of their debt, get control of their budget, their finances, and really start living, a life of financial peace and financial freedom. I highly, highly suggest that. And I'll also put links so you can purchase the program from Amazon. So I remember promising God that day that I was committing myself to save up money to purchase a car cash. Now, during that time, my dream car was a Lexus RX 350, the brand new ones. And I was like, oh, I really want this Lexus. I'm going to get this Lexus. I'm just going to save up, probably get a used one, but still going to save up to get this car. And during that time, while I was saving, let me tell you, the minute I committed to saving up for that car, my Altima at the time, started going crazy. When I said it was breaking down like every month, then it went from every month to every couple of weeks, down to every couple of weeks to every 2 weeks, down to every 2 weeks to every week. The engine had a leak. I was exhausting money trying to get it fixed, as well as trying to save up for a new car. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I really need to, it's going to be sooner than later, because my goal was to purchase a car in May. So by the rate my Altima was going, that was not going to be possible at all. So I would have anxiety attacks. I'd be like, Lord, this is not going to work. I'm going to end up financing a car because, my car is breaking down. I don't have enough money saved. And I would just go crazy. And I remember one day, God sat me down in the bed while I was hyperventilating and overreacting. And he said, do you trust me? He said, you're stressing out over a car, over getting a Lexus. Because I was like, I'm having faith for my Lexus. Yes, I'm going to have faith. I'm going to get the car. This is the car of my dreams. And, I'm believing God for this Lexus and I'm going to get it. And I was like, when I noticed that my car was not gonna make it to May, I was starting to get angry, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to get this Lexus. God, where are you? I need your help. I need a miracle. Da 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 da. And I remember God saying, like, do you trust me? And he was like, you can go and get the Lexus, right? He said, or you can get another car and you'll still be okay. Because my thing was, I was like, holding God to his word about this material thing when I really just needed a car for me to get to and from work and to run around that was reliable. So my backup option was to get a Honda Accord. And I remember God saying, you can get the Lexus, right? Because your mission, when I sat down that day and I did my budget, not only did I promise myself that I was going to save up to pay a car cash, God had really commissioned me to start paying off my debt in terms of I had one credit card left and just student loans. I had no other debt outside of that. And he had commissioned me to do that back in 2012 and I halfway completed it, but I didn't fully complete it. So he had commissioned me to get out of debt completely and get back to the thing that he told me to do. So this is why he was telling me, you can go and get the Lexus, or you can get a reliable car and finish working on your debt. And he was saying to me, does it make sense to drive a luxury car that's going to depreciate every single day? Money's going out the window. So let's say I bought the car for 25,000, right? So I'm saving up $25,000 in cash to buy this Lexus, and every day I'm driving it, it's depreciating. It's depreciating. It's depreciating. It's depreciating. All that time when I could have saved up $10,000 for another car like a Honda, and that extra money go towards paying off my debt. And he said, which one makes more sense? And that day, a peace came over me, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't make sense for me to spend all that money on a luxury car just to say I have a luxury car, right? When I'm still in debt. My main goal was to get out of debt, pay those student loans off, and pay that last credit card off. And that's what I commissioned myself to do. So as I was pumping money into trying to keep my car on the road, I was every dime that came into my hand, I was stacking cash in the bank, stacking cash into my Space Coast Credit Union savings account, like bi-weekly makeup appointments. I sold Christmas packages for J. Antoinette. Everything that I got a bunch of bonuses at work. I got like almost like it was about $2,500 around the Christmas time in bonuses alone. Everything went into the bank. Before I knew it, January, I had $10,000. From September 6th to January 31st, which was my birthday, I was able to go to the guy that owned the dealership and pay him in cash $10,000 for my car. 4 months and 3 weeks. And honestly, every dime that I got, no one gave it to me. No one gave it to me. Even during that time, I was donating all kind of goods and stuff for the people of the Bahamas when the hurricane had hit in October. All that time, I had my car going down, I'm donating goods, but I kept focused on my goal. And God just started bringing increase my way, and I was able to meet my goal in record time. So I'm sitting here recording this blog to encourage you guys. What is it that God has told you to do concerning your finances? Maybe some of you guys need to learn how to do a budget. There's so much information on the internet today that most of us should not be in debt. We should be in control of our finances. I love Dave Ramsey. I did the Total Money Makeover and I took Financial Peace University, and that really taught me how to get a hold of my finances and stay the course. So I'm encouraging you, if you want to check out the program, I'll list the links below for you to purchase them on Amazon. You can look them up. You can probably even download a lot of his books. If you have, iBooks or Audible. I don't know if he has Audible books, but you can definitely take advantage of all the resources that is out there for free, because I'm sure you can even type it in YouTube and find a lot of resources where you can really just take a hold of your finances. So I'm encouraging you today, whatever it is that you're setting your mind to do concerning your finances, whatever it is that God has told you to do concerning your finances, trust me, you can do it. You can definitely do it. It's possible, even if you need to get another job. You know, sometimes, like for me, my goal is to be debt free at the end of 2018. It's August 2017. My goal is back again once the new year comes. I'm going to sit down and do my budget. And if I can't have my student loans done with by the end of 2018 with my current financial situation, I'm going to get another job. I'm single. I don't have any kids. I have the time to do it. But guess what? It's all up to you. Maybe you need to expand yourself into multiple streams of income. From the time of me purchasing my car, I was able to get involved with another company called Inspire Network. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you're watching this, you probably saw the video that went viral on Facebook with the guy, raising awareness about the feminine napkins, the sanitary napkins, and doing the demo. I'm a part of the company. I also sell the Cherish pads. So I have multiple streams of income where I keep income flowing to help me live comfortably, because I still like to shop. I still like to do, wear nice things, have nice things, go to nice places, but still need to make sure my savings and my debt freedom plan is on course. So I have my job. I'm a clinical lab scientist. I have YouTube. I do makeup. I have my natural hair and skincare line that I hand make myself called J. Antoinette 1927. And I also have Inspire Network. I'm a independent distributor with them. So I developed multiple streams of income so that I can continue to live the life that I'm accustomed to, as well as so I can stay on track or be ahead of paying off my debt. So it's the same thing for you guys. What is it that you want to get accomplished? There's so many resources out there to help us to stay on top of our goals, to get control of our finances, and to get out of debt so that we can really live a life of financial freedom. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, please subscribe, please share it with your friends. If you would like more information on developing multiple streams of income, I have a lot of space on my team for independent distributors for the Now We Know campaign and the Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin as a part of Inspire Network. Like I said, I have 5 streams of income, and it has been such a blessing. I'm able to travel, I'm able to do what I love, I'm able to enjoy life, as well as continue my goal with paying off my debt. So you guys, till I see you guys again, thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day. Please feel free to comment, ask any questions, and I'll make sure to see if I can get the answers for you. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.